Beacon Park Yard. What used to be an important freight yard is now a giant patch of dirt lying in between I-90 and Alston. When the yard ended operations in 2013, only one CSX freight train remained in the area. Known as B721, it ran from Sunday to Thursday from Framingham's North Yard to the industry known as Coke Works in Everett. They would run down the Worcester line to CP3, then they would back into 3.3, head down the Grand Junction, snake their way through BET, and make their way up the Newburyport-Rockport line to Coke Works. However, B721's operations ceased in November 2018. Pan Am Railway's local freight, BO1, took over B721's operations at the Coke Works. That begs the question, if CSX buys Pan Am, does that mean B721 will be regenerated? Only time can tell. The thought of CSX possibly returning to my area has plagued my thoughts ever since CSX announced their acquisition of Pan Am Railways, and I was waiting for the day I heard news of some sort of CSX train's return. However, a CSX-related train came much sooner than I thought. In a past video, I talked about how the MBTA had an order for rails between Fells in the Oak Grove area and Milepost 15 in Wilmington. I was aware there was a second order for a rail train, but I didn't know when it would be arriving and what route it would take. Luckily for me, it ran via the Worcester line to Reading, and they used that CSX power I had always hoped for. The world of transit and I raced over to 3.3, anticipating the rail train being in the area but not quite there. But little did we know, it was right there. Here is CSX B723 shoving into the last track left in Beacon Park Yard with two CSX GP40-2s that were common on the old B721 duty. We are at Lottie. We've got the North Side Work Extra with the 1055 and the 2011, I think. Then we got the CSX B723 with the Welded rail train. And that will be, the Welded rail train will be heading north, while the B723 light power will be heading back to Framingham. And we are going to stay for the light power and hopefully see the North Side Work Extra. The North Side Work Extra with the 2009 and the 1055 waited on the Grand Junction for the rail train's arrival. Might honk the horn. The CSX locomotives unhook and cruise onto the Worcester Main Line. Does this GP42 dare remember the olden days of B721? The crew members switch between cabs in order to operate the train in the west direction. 723 backs all the way to the CP3 signals so they can know their signal indication before they go west. They now head west back to Framingham.
Probably gonna blow up.
But we're not done yet. We run over to the BU Bridge to see the north side work extra proceed to the north side.
Oh, they're going.
While watching this train, I felt like I was at Boylston Station in downtown Boston. It was so loud. The future is still cloudy when it comes to the CSX Pan Am merger, and who knows, maybe we will see CSX once again on the east end of the Worcester line.